What is up, everyone? It's me again, Gamerlush, for another episode of Final Fantasy, my first 15 with... I don't know why I do that. Whatever. Guys, last Discipline of War class we're going over is the alternative tank class for your sword and board. It is the Marauder. Comes in, I don't need no shield. I don't need to hide behind this. All I got is this big ass axe, and it's coming down your motherfucking head. Enough said. I can take the hits. That's why I wear this armor for. I don't need a shield to block behind. I got an axe. I'm here to deliver the hurt, and I can take it. That's what the Marauder is all about. Taking the hits and dishing them. They can't heal themselves, you know. But that's what the compensation for. The Gladiator, once it graduates to a Paladin, it can heal itself. The Marauder, once it levels to a Warrior, it can dish out more damage. Take the damage, or actually has a ability where it absorbs or drains HP, so it kind of can heal itself, very selfishly. Of course, the stat it wants to concentrate is on Vitality and Strength. Sorry, I forgot to mention this, guys. The Pugilist also requires Strength and Dexterity for dodging and evasion. So we're going to go over Marauder. Pretty plain, simple, cut, dry. I'm here to bring the hurt and take it. Its first attack, Heavy Swing. Like every other Discipline of War except for the Pugilist, like I said before. It takes 150 potency. A big heavy swing comes in. Hoorah! Comes in with that big heavy swing to initiate the battle. It does not do any initial other things besides deal damage. Pretty much it. You get a couple hits when it's off cooldown. You hit heavy swing. You get it in. You attack. Self-explanatory. Foresight. Second ability, you get a increase to defense for 20 seconds. Obviously, a tanking ability will probably compensate for the fact that it doesn't have a shield. And you can pick up this. You can pick up Rampart from the Gladiator, which reduces damage by 10%. Or the Gladiator can pick this up for Foresight, because Foresight is basically shared across the board with every other class. Every class can pick this up. So if you're having your Lancer or your Marauder, Pugilist wanting to tank, it's a good skill to pick up, seeing how it's only in level 2. This has a cooldown of 2 minutes, so yeah, it does have a pretty lengthy cooldown. So of course, pretty self-explanatory. Skull Sunder. Attack this like the other Discipline of War besides Pugilist and Archer, I believe. They do have a combo system, so of course Skull Sunder delivers a potency of 100. But if you deliver Heavy Swing, the first skill you get, and then do Skull Sunder, you get a potency of 200. This is pretty damn heavy hits, considering a lot of it's like 170, 150, 180. These are just straight 200 potency. These hit pretty damn hard, but they have to be within that combo. So Heavy Swing and Skull Sunder. Skull Sunder is basically their hate rate, their hate gaining ability, the immunity. It gains increased immunity, so this is basically their threat hit. So this is basically like Savage Blade for the Gladiator. It is shared just like Savage Blade with the Gladiator, but I guess it's up to you whether you want Skull Sunder or Savage Blade. I'm not sure. I haven't tried to see if they have different animations for each one for a different class. I probably should have looked at it, but I guess if it does, it's pretty much what aesthetically you are more pleased with at this point. So, moving on. Fracture delivers a potency of 100, regular wise. It's a damage over time. This is shared with every other class, so basically a dot. Like a poison or whatever. Duration of 18 seconds, pretty good time. And a potency of 20 per tick. So, this fractures, besides Venomous Arrow, can be another dot that any one of your Disciplines of War pick up if you want a second dot, or heck, even a third dot. So let's say you're a Pugilist and you have Touch of Death. You can pick up, you have Touch of Death, you can do Fracture, then Poisonous Arrow, and have 3 dots on the guy at one time. So sharing these dots with a lot of people is not dumb at all. It's actually pretty good that you have 3 constant dots ticking on this person at one time. It's ridiculous. Okay, so that's pretty self-explanatory. Moving on. Bloodbath. Converts 25% of the damage dealt for your next offensive ability into HP. So, the more damage your next offensive ability, your attack ability does, it takes 20% of that damage to heal yourself for HP. So the smarter things to do would be initiate Heavy Swing, activate Bloodbath, which lasts for 15 seconds, and then initiate Skull Sunder because it gives you that 200% potency because it's going to be your most heaviest attack at that point once you get Bloodbath at level 8. Giving you that maximum amount of damage. But if you just want to go ahead and run in, get that Heavy Swing in, and just go to Bloodbath, you'll get the monster's going to hit you initially when you run in and you're taking hate. He's going to hit you, and you just hit Bloodbath and hit him back, and you just get back to full almost at that point, seeing it depending on how much damage he does. So the Conjurer or Healer at the time has some chance to assess the situation and start getting those heals off on you. Kind of cool. Bloodbath is shareable with all the other classes too. So Gladiator could pick it up as well. Pugilist could pick it up. Lancer, Marauder, another Dark Knight skill. I am the Dark Knight. I'm sorry guys, I keep referencing that because a lot of these skills, if you played 11, is kind of very reminiscent of the Dark Knights. He takes HP from another class and heals himself for it. So it kind of makes me sad. It's like, well, if they're putting all these Dark Knight skills on it, are they going to release it eventually in patches or expansion? Let's hope. I'm really hoping because these are iconic Final Fantasy characters that are all kind of being left in the dust. Because yeah, I could see, yeah, you only need a certain amount. You don't want to overwhelm the person with too many classes, I guess, or jobs, I guess. Whatever. Alright, getting a level 10, Brutal Swings. There's attack potency of 50. This is a instant stun ability, basically, for a duration. You see initially this guy running off from your side to go hit the Conjurer. Oh no, you don't. Brutal Swing, bam, hit him for the stun. Get a Skull Sunder on him, gain some hate back on him, and then go back on your initial target. So once he's unstunned, he'll remember who stunned you. Yeah, you better remember who stunned you, and then he'll come back onto you. Or if you're DPSing. Guys, I put in a lot of emphasis on these classes being tank only, and I've only talked about how DPS can change into a tank class. These classes, if they pick up classes that are more prone for DPSing, like Pugilist, Lancer, Archer, these classes can DPS just fine. Gladiators and Marauders can DPS just fine as long as you pick up around like level 15, because you get 3 skill slots that you can pick up from other classes, and just as long as you concentrate on picking up those really good skills that increase damage, you guys can do a decent amount of damage. You guys aren't shoehorned in, you're not locked into tanking. Unless you use, hey, how's it going? Duty Finder, welcome back. If you're a Marauder or a Gladiator, you're gonna have to tank. No choices for you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate choice. Let's just say, Duty Finder's an asshole. Guys, I almost forgot. Go. Almost forgot. Guys, raise your glasses. Join me for a drink. Can't believe I forgot this. This is the whole purpose. Guy on Gamerlush, I drink. And cheers, guys. I have been drinking a little bit before this one, so that's why I'm acting a little sillier. So, okay, so we're moving on. Brutal Attack does the stun. Moving on to Overpower. Overpower delivers attack with potency of 120 in a cone in front of you. So basically, gather them all, corral them all up, do Overpower, you do a heavy-ass brutal swing, and hits everyone in the cone in front of you. Awesome crowd aggroing. Unless, like, the Thaumaturge is going crazy with his AoE spells. This also increases hate, so yeah, like I said, corralling them all up, doing Overpower, and slamming all these enemies in front of you. You have an AoE kit taught basically like the Gladiator, but unfortunately, instead of a 360-degree thing where it does not do damage, Flash does not do damage, it blinds them, so debuffing them. So you have a choice of either doing a conal damage, hate, threat ability, or a 360-degree circle disability threat. So there is variety in this. This is not shareable, unfortunately. This is only exclusive to the Marauder, which is kind of sad, seeing that it would have been another cool alternative to have an AoE threat ability. Unfortunately, well, I guess we can't have it all, right? Yes, well, of course, the classes do need some abilities to themselves, or we'll just basically all be homogenized in one big mush and saying, skills are, here's all the skills, take the class, and just cherry pick every skill. It would kind of be cool in a sense, but I think classes would kind of lose their identity at that point. Okay, last one. They talk to the big grayish bluish Galka guy with the huge axe. He comes and tells you a story about Mirage and sends you on a quest to Tomahawk. This is basically like shield toss. What was it? Piercing Talon is a ranged throw where you throw an axe, but it has threat on top of that. Is a potency of 130, not bad damage. And so it's basically an aggro pull, a ranged aggro pull that you throw a tomahawk, you have ranged aggro. Of course, once you hit him in the group, all everyone's gonna see, oh shit, they just hit George, and they'll go. I don't know what monsters named George are doing around in the cave, but they're there. All right, I'm not. Hey, nothing against monsters named George. All right. Oh goodness, I'm naming monsters George. Cheers, guys. So, like I said, guys, straight cut. This is about a tanking class that goes out and does damage. The only minute at this point, only at 15, guys. I'm not going past 15 because these are experience. I feel that I could better explain these since I've experienced them firsthand instead of reading off a list. I am reading the list to remind me what the class does, what each skill does exactly. But as you can see so far, there's only one buff that actually increases defense. So it's gonna probably want to pick up some skills from the Gladiator or different other classes like Feint, increases parry, or was it Keen Fury? Yeah, or something like that. Increases parry, the Featherfoot from a Pugilist, a Flash, so you can do that AoE taunt without having to cone them up. Convalence, so it gets that healing increase from the Gladiator. Or you don't want to tank. I got a big axe. I want to hurt stuff. I get double shot. You increase this critical strike damage. I want raging strikes. You get that increased damage by 20%. I want that in. What was that pugilist skill? I was just saying that last show. Inertial release. And getting that increase for critical strikes. You know, guys, you can do this. You can use those skills to make your Marauder a DPSer. You're not locked into it unless you use him. Hate you. Hey, I could change in phase 4. Maybe you can actually choose which role you play. Yeah, okay, yeah, sure. You better. Alright, well guys, that's pretty much the rundown of the Marauder. A damage dealing tank. You can deal the hits and take the hits if outfitted with the right skills. I can see this class being really cool. I'll be going over the job classes, the advanced job classes, and talking about what the potential of these classes could possibly be. This being the last discipline of war, next episode I'll be going over the disciplines of magic, or magi. My classes that I've extensively, actually both leveled up to 30. So I'm thinking I probably will actually go over the skills over all the way till 30 on those ones. Sorry guys, if it feels like, oh man, you did not give us enough information in the Disciplines of War. I'm sorry, you only have so much time during those betas, and of course, me being kind of biased towards magic, I leveled those ones up first, but at least I took the time to level up the Disciplines of War to at least a decent level before the beta was over. I appreciate your time with me. If you liked your time with me, please like, subscribe, leave a comment below, questions, and I'll get to them as soon as I possibly can. And as always, cheers, and game on. Down comes the axe. I didn't get that chance to dodge, but I'm getting a little low. I can heal myself, instant heal for 15% of your total life. That's a whole 50% of whatever life you had. If you have 100 life, you get 15 hit points back. If you have 1,000 life, you get 150. Doesn't sound too much, but considering it's better than nothing, it is a oh shit kind of spell. And you're around, let's see here. There was a skill, I think around 20 or so. I'm not sure exactly when. Guys, don't quote me on this. I'm only doing the first 15, but you do get a trait that increases it from 15 to 25. Alright, so that's a fourth of your health right there. That's pretty damn good. Alright. Alright, now after that, you'll go into the level 10. Oh, level 10. It's Haymaker. This